hear the whispers?
Okay. Oh. I'm gonna bring flames. Hey guys, so today I wanted to explain my thoughts on one of the most jail mechanics in my opinion for Echidna. And that is the snake mechanic. The one where Echidna flies to the center of the map, she has an eye so you can't look at her, and there's a bunch of snakes coming in at her, and you need to prevent the snakes from touching her, or else you lose the fight. The weight raid wipes. And it's a very punishing kind of mechanic that I feel like I see a lot of people still messing up on a lot, and I wanted to give you guys some tips on how to clear it. The first biggest tip, of course, has to be bring some flame grenades. And it's a pretty obvious one, but I feel like not enough people do it. So you really only need 2 to 3 people to have dark grenades, and everybody else can just bring flame grenades if you really wanted to. So if anything, you just be like, all right, party 1 goes dark grenades, party 2 goes flame grenades, or something like that. It's very, very simple. Very, very easy. You just throw a flame grenade whenever you need some help, and it should alleviate that side completely. But I think beyond that, there really is something to talk about when it comes to moving around during this mechanic. I feel like I see a lot of people that get really nervous about like moving around during this. Be like, oh, I can't look at her. If I look at her, I'm gonna get turned or whatever, right? And because of that, people have a lot of trouble when snakes get past them. So, for example, your character's like right over here, and let's make it a little smaller, like right over here, right? And then you got a little snake over here, like that, right? And it's getting closer to her, and you need to go intercept it and kill it, but you can't necessarily go this way, right? Because if you go this way, well, then you're looking directly at her, and that doesn't really work. And I think this is where a lot of people get tripped up, and that's why they let these snakes through. Well, for me, the one technique that I have is that you actually have a lot of room to move around. The only real way you're actually going to be looking at her is if you look directly at her. So if the snake goes behind you, following the snake is probably the worst idea. The worst move for you to do is to follow the snake. And my advice is to go anywhere else but directly towards the snake if it is directly behind you. You can go this way, for example. You can go this way. You can go this way. You can go this way. You can go any different ways, just not directly towards her like this. Like, think about it this way. When was the last time you saw this really attractive girl, right? And you're like, ooh, I don't really want to look directly at her. She got some big personality, kind of want to, cop a little look, but I can't look directly at her because that's embarrassing, right? But then you kind of do like the little peripheral look, you like kind of look that way when she's like over there, and you're like, ooh, right? That's kind of what you got to do with Echidna. You got to, you can't look directly at that booba. You got to go do the little peripheral look where you're still looking towards her, but the thing is you're not looking directly at her and she can't catch you looking at her, right? So all you need to do is go and head this way, whatever it may be, and you can circle back and loop into that snake. So just go and go parallel to her, to the side of her, whatever you need to do, right? You can actually walk backwards and still not look at her. And I feel like a lot of people don't have this in their head. But the other thing is that you can actually look at her for a little bit. For example, in this clip to come, I actually look directly at Echidna. But the thing is, I didn't look at her for that long, so I didn't get turned. There actually is quite a generous grace period for you to look at Echidna while she has that eye on her and is doing that mechanic, and you could still do it without getting turned. Of course, I wouldn't kind of tempt fate and like do it too much, right? Only do it when you really have to, and really just take a quick look at her and then just move away. You can just do that and you'll be completely fine. I feel like this will help with the clear rate of Echidna so much. And I don't know, maybe it might get nerfed next week, or not next week, the week afterwards, and this video might be completely useless, but I mean, it'll be useful because you're still going to have to encounter the mechanic. Maybe it just might be less punishing. But yes, just look anywhere but directly at her. Just look to the sides, look to, up, down, left, right. Use that peripheral technique you use when you got to look at that booba, but you don't want to specifically make it obvious that you're kind of looking at it, right? So that's about it. Short video today. I just feel like this is a big issue that I wanted to get across to all of y'all. So if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications. And also, I stream every single day on twitch.tv/Misoshiro. I think this month I may actually streaming quite a few other games. I'm streaming like Mecha Break. I streamed some Diablo today and yesterday. Probably maybe even playing some World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore. I don't know. I've never played WoW before and kind of want to try it out. So yeah, come check me out, hang out on the channel. And if I don't see you there, hopefully I'll see you on the next video. All right, guys. Peace out.